group break, 24-225. We have the 8-box case break of 24-25 SP Authentic. For you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Oh. I was like, why isn't she starting? Alright, best of luck, folks. Spectrum for the Winnipeg Jets of Kyle Connor. Freshman focus for Detroit of Kosa. And a red future watch for Philly of Jet Luchenko. Spectrum Future Watch for Chicago of Ethan Del Mastro. Collaborations of Kucherov and Point for Tampa. And a red base for Detroit of Patrick Kane. Collaborations Blue for the Rangers of Kreider and Zibanejad. Red Future Watch for Montreal of Joshua Roy. And a Future Watch Auto, number to 999, Sebastian Kosa for the Detroit Red Wings. Freshman focus for LA of Akil Thomas. Red base for Buffalo of Jack Quinn. Sign of the Times for the New York Islanders of Jean-Gabriel Pageau. Maximum Performance of McDavid for Edmonton. Pageantry for Florida of Barkov. Red Future Watch for Seattle of Stetska. Freshman focus of Muka Madulin for San Jose. Pageantry for Buffalo of Tage Thompson. And a red for Winnipeg of Cole Perfetti. Collaborations of Suzuki and Caulfield for Montreal. Pageantry for Montreal of Montembeault. And a red future watch for Utah of Matt Villalta. Freshman focus Blue for Chicago of Del Mastro. Pageantry red of Liam Ogren for Minnesota. And a Maverick Bork red future watch for Dallas. Freshman focus for Winnipeg, Brad Lambert. Pageantry for Anaheim of McTavish. Red base for Carolina of Seth Jarvis. And a Uni Authentics for the Tampa Bay Lightning, Nick Perbix. Future Watch non-auto, number 999 for Colorado of Matt Steinberg. Maximum Performance for Tampa of Kucherov. And a red base for Vancouver of Quinn Hughes. Box number 2. Spectrum for the Rangers of Shesterkin. Maximum Performance Blue of Bedard for Chicago. Mancini Future Watch Red for the Rangers. Spectrum Future Watch for Toronto of Marshall Rafai. Freshman Focus for Carolina of Jackson Blake. Red base for Montreal of Nick Suzuki. Collaborations of Scheifele and Connor for Winnipeg. Red Future Watch for Dallas of Logan Stankoven. And a Future Watch Horizontal Auto number to 599. Samuel Honzik for the Calgary Flames. Why'd you get a black auto? Freshman, not Future Watch. Bradley Nateau for Carolina. Red of Sam Reinhart for Florida. Sign of the Times Black. Tim Stutzel for the Ottawa Senators, number to 25. What is his username? Oh, Timmy. It looks like Jimmy. I was like, how do you get Jimmy from Tim Stutzel? Maximum performance of Draisaitl for Edmonton. Pageantry of Frank Nazar for Chicago. And a red future watch for Colorado of Kovalenko. Hey, congrats, Mr. Golden. Freshman focus of Marit Ustadinov for Minnesota. Pageantry for Calgary of Coronado. And a red for Columbus of Sillinger. Freshman focus blue for St. Louis of Zach Dean. Pageantry for Tampa of Kucherov. Red future watch of Samuel Honzik for Calgary. Collaborations for Carolina of Aho and Jarvis. Pageantry for Pittsburgh of Kevin Stevens. And a red base for Toronto of Matthews. Freshman focus for Utah of Josh Doan. Pageantry red for Columbus of Juracek. Red future watch for Ottawa of Ostapchuk. Maximum performance of Nylander for Toronto. Red base for Minnesota of Kaprizov. And number to $3.99 future watch blue for Minnesota of Jesper Wallstead. Box number 3. Spectrum for Florida of Barkov. Freshman focus for Toronto of Marshall Rafai. Future watch red for Tampa of Maxwell Crozier. Freshman focus of Gavin Brindley for Columbus. Red base for Minnesota of Matt Boldy. And a sign of the times rookie for the Boston Bruins of Jacob Loco. Collaborations of Quinn Hughes and Philip Hronik for Vancouver. Red future watch for Winnipeg of Shibrakov. And number 2, $9.99 future watch auto for the Vegas Golden Knights, Brendan Brisson. Freshman focus of Luca Del Bel Blues for Columbus. Red for Nashville of Roman Josi. UD Authentics auto for Washington of Tom Wilson. Maximum performance for Minnesota of Kaprizov. Pageantry for Anaheim of Zellweger. And a future watch red of Kapanen for Montreal. Freshman focus of Brandon Scanlon for the Rangers. Pageantry for St. Louis of Jake Neighbors. Red for Washington of Obi. Collaborations blue for Pittsburgh of Crosby and Malkin. Pageantry for Edmonton of Nugent Hopkins. And we have a red future watch of Jack Thompson for San Jose. Collaborations for Florida of Kachuk and Bennett. Pageantry for Dallas of Stan Coben. And a red of Kevin Korchinski for Chicago. Freshman focus of Joshua Roy for Montreal. Pageantry red of Mario Lemieux for Pittsburgh. We have a red future watch for Montreal of Lane Hudson. And a blue future watch number to $3.99 for the Islanders, Isaiah George. Non-auto future watch number to $9.99 of Ruslan Iskashov for the Islanders. Maximum performance of Kachuk for Florida. And a Jacob Pelletier red for Calgary. All right, some maximum performances. Here we go. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, we have Sidney Crosby, Mikko Rantanen for Colorado, Matthew Barzal for the Islanders, Connor Bedard for Chicago, Jason Robertson for Dallas, Artemi Panarin for the Rangers, Philip Forsberg for Nashville, Nick Suzuki for Montreal, Jack Hughes for the New Jersey Devils, Braden Point blue for Tampa, Matthew Barzal blue for the Islanders, Collaborations for Nashville, we have O'Reilly and Forsberg, McDavid and Draisaitl for Edmonton, Kreider and Zibanejad for the Rangers. For Colorado, McKinnon and Ronsonen, Barzal and Horvat for the New York Islanders, Matthews and Marner for Toronto, Makar and Taves for Colorado, JT Miller and Brock Besser for Vancouver. Blues, we have Larkin and Raymond for Detroit. Pageantries, we have Lindgren for Washington, Zachary Bolduc for St. Louis, Jake Ottinger for Dallas, Philip Hronek for Vancouver, David Jiricek for Columbus, Anton Lundell for Florida, Elias Pettersson for Vancouver, Miro Heiskanen for the Dallas Stars, Nico Hischier for New Jersey, Nick Suzuki for Montreal, Cale Makar for Colorado, Seth Jarvis for Carolina, K'Andre Miller for the Rangers, Wyatt Johnston for Dallas, Matt Boldy for Minnesota, Pavel Mintyukov for Anaheim. Red for Detroit, we have Alex DeBrincat, Nick Schmaltz for Arizona, Cutter Gauthier for Anaheim, and for Edmonton, Leon Draisaitl. Thank you. All right, freshman focus for the San Jose Sharks. We have Georgi Romanov, Liam Ogren for Minnesota, Graham Clark for New Jersey, Brennan Othman for the New York Rangers, Jesper Wallstead for Minnesota, Declan Carlisle for Tampa, Ethan Del Mastro for Chicago, Zach Dean for St. Louis, Gage Goncalves for Tampa, Olin Zellweger for Anaheim, Kyle McLean for the Islanders, Cutter Gauthier for Anaheim, James Malatesta for Columbus, Frank Nazar for Chicago, Lane Hudson for Montreal, Nikolai Kovalenko for the Colorado Avalanche, Jack Thompson for San Jose, Zachary Bolduc for St. Louis, Blue for Tampa of Emil Lilleberg, Green of Luca Del Bel Blues for Columbus, Blue again of Devin Cooley for Calgary, Cameron Butler for Columbus, Adam Klapka for Calgary. For Reds, we have Connor Hellebuck for Winnipeg, Nico Hischier for New Jersey, Mason McTavish for Anaheim, Ilya Sorokin for the Islanders, Braden Shen for St. Louis, Wyatt Johnston for Dallas, Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh, Devin Tays for Colorado, Matthew Coronado for Calgary, Rasmus Dahlin for Buffalo, David Pastrnak for Boston, Connor McDavid for Edmonton. For Toronto, John Tavares, Thomas Novak for Nashville, Mitch Marner for Toronto, Alexi Lafreniere for the Rangers, Josh Norris for Ottawa, Logan Cooley for Arizona/Utah, Draisaitl for Edmonton, Bjorkstrand for Seattle, Nikita Kucherov for Tampa, Jeremy Swayman for Boston, and Connor Bedard for Chicago. Thank you. All right, we got a few more Reds. Brock Nelson for the Islanders and Kopitar for LA. Now we have Red Future Watches. Who's Nadinov for the Minnesota Wild, or 5 for Toronto. Brandon Scanlon for the Rangers. Bill Kemp for Edmonton. Justin Brazeau for Boston. Patrick Giles for Florida. Matt Steinberg for Colorado. For Utah, we have Zuber. Akil Thomas for LA. Alexei Kolosov for Philly. Frank Nazar for Chicago. Pierre Dubé for the Washington Capitals, Isaac Poulter for New Jersey, Andre Lee for LA, Colin Graff for the San Jose Sharks, Graham Clark for New Jersey, Cutter Gauthier for Anaheim, Kyle McLean for the New York Islanders, Gage Goncalves for Tampa Bay, Albert Johansson for the Red Wings, Ruslan Ishikov for the New York Islanders, Cameron Crotty for Minnesota, Bradley Nadeau for Carolina, Jackson Blake for Carolina, and Oscar Beck for Dallas. Blues, we have number to $3.99 for the New York Islanders, Kyle McLean. For the Dallas Stars, Oscar Beck. Number to $9.99, non-auto future watcher Brad Lambert for the Winnipeg Jets. Ooh, a gold future watch, number to $99 of Shakir Mukhamadullin for the San Jose Sharks. And a blue number to $3.99 for San Jose, Will Smith. All right, Future Watch Spectrum, Olin Zellweger for Anaheim. We have a spectrum of OV for Washington, Zachary Bolduc for St. Louis, Trevor Moore for LA. Brian Halonen for New Jersey, Jason Robertson for Dallas, Gage Goncalves for Tampa, Cole Caulfield for Montreal, Roman Yossi for Nashville. Collaborations for LA of Kopitar and Kempe, Panarin and Lafreniere for the Rangers. Future Icon, number to 399 for the Minnesota Wild of Jesper Wallstead. Freshman Focus of Scott Morrow for Carolina. And Zach Ostapchuk for Ottawa. Pageantry for Detroit of Maurice Sider. John Tavares for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Lane Hudson for Montreal. Darcy Kemper for LA. Red of Leo Carlson for Anaheim. Maximum Performance, Zach Hyman for Edmonton. Cale Makar for Colorado. Green of Kaprizov for Minnesota. And a Hollow Foils Legends for Toronto of Frank Mahovlich. All right, where should we start? I think we will go like this. We got some autos, folks. First up, we have a pageantry auto for the Winnipeg Jets of Nikolai Ehlers. A Future Watch Horizontal, number to 599, Jan Kuznetsov for the Calgary Flames. A Sign of the Times for the Washington Capitals of Taylor Radish. A Curated Signatures, number to 299 for Vancouver of Danton Heinen. A UD Authentics auto for Florida of Sam Reinhart. A Chirography auto for the Pittsburgh Penguins of Tristan Jarry. We have got a 3-color Future Watch auto patch, number to 100 for the Calgary Flames of Jan Kuznetsov. We have a Future Watch auto number to 999 of Shakir Mukhamadullin for the San Jose Sharks. Future Watch auto number to 999 for Ed Money of Noah Philp. Number to 999 Future Watch auto for Edmonton of Phil Kemp. And last but not least, Future Watch auto number to 999 for the New York Islanders, Maxim Siplakov. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, I have some packs to give away, so I will do the random 3 times. Whoever lands on top will get the black pack, and number 2, 3, and 4 will each get an overtime pack. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. D-Mac has got the black pack. Chancellor K. Kopech and Derek Hockeynet will each be getting an OT